70s teen idol Shaun Cassidy reveals the real reason he gave up touring for 40 years. Shaun Cassidy, who catapulted to fame as one of the top teen idols of the 1970s, has explained his decision to give up touring for 40 years. Born into showbiz as the son of the Partridge Family star Shirley Jones and Broadway heartthrob Jack Cassidy, Shaun, 67, became a pop sensation in his own right in 1977 at the age of 18 thanks to his cover of the Crystals' De Ron Ron. At the same time, he was a lead on the smash TV show The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries, further swelling the ranks of his devoted fanbase of adolescent girls. However, after a few blazing years churning out hit singles like Hey Dearie and That's Rock and Roll, he stopped playing concerts in 1980 and did not resume until 2020.
Tired of constantly refilling your pet's water bowl? This filtered fountain keeps water circulating and offers a generous capacity, giving cats and small dogs convenient access to flowing water. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/5 right now.
He pivoted in the interim to a backstage career as a writer and producer on such TV series as Blue Bloods and Sarah Paulson's 1995 cult classic American Gothic. Now, as he prepares for another tour, he explained that his withdrawal from the spotlight enabled him to lead a more normal life via People. The Daily Mail has contacted Shaun's representative for further comment. Shaun Cassidy, who catapulted to fame as one of the top teen idols of the 1970s, has explained his decision to give up touring for 40 years, pictured in April. Shaun, 67, became a pop sensation in his own right in 1977 at the age of 18 thanks to his cover of the Crystals' De Ron Ron, pictured on stage in the 1970s. I played the Houston Astrodome for 55,000 people. See you soon. And I didn't do another concert until 2020, 40 years later, he said. Shaun explained in his new interview that the impetus for his exit from his old touring lifestyle wasn't because I didn't love doing concerts. The showbiz, Nepo baby, continued. It wasn't because I didn't love playing music and being in front of an audience, but I just found that writing and producing television, which has been my main job for much of the last 3-4 decades, just allowed me to have something closer to a normal life. Shaun observed that a normal life, a grounded life, a stable life was something I really didn't have as a kid. So I yearned for it as an adult, and it took me a while to find it, but I did, and I'm really grateful I did. His atypical childhood included not just his upbringing in the entertainment industry, but also the fact his Broadway star father Jack Cassidy was a bipolar alcoholic. During his adolescence, but before he became a star, Shaun's parents divorced, and 2 years later, in 1976, his father horrifyingly burned to death after falling asleep on the sofa with a cigarette in his hand and setting his penthouse alight. Shaun's search for normality included 2 failed marriages, first to Playboy playmate Ann Pennington, whom he exchanged vows with in 1979, the year before he stopped touring, and with whom he welcomed 2 children before their divorce in 1993. At the same time, he was a lead on the smash TV show The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries, on which he is pictured, left with Parker Stevenson, right. After a few blazing years churning out hit singles like Hey Dearie and That's Rock and Roll, he stopped playing concerts in 1980 and did not resume until 2020, pictured in Germany in 1978. His next wife was Quantum Leap actress Susan Dial, by whom he fathered 1 daughter over the course of their marriage from 1995 until 2003. Since 2004, he has been married to his 3rd wife Tracy Lynn Turner and had a further 4 children with her, bringing the grand total of his progeny up to 7. Although he pulled away from pop concerts in 1980, he did spend the ensuing 2 decades acting on stage, including on Broadway in a production of the beloved British musical Blood Brothers, by educating Rita writer Willie Russell. He starred in Blood Brothers alongside his actual half-brother and fellow former teen idol David Cassidy, who had co-starred with Shirley Jones, Shaun's mother and David's stepmother, on the classic 1970s sitcom The Partridge Family. Before he started touring again in 2020, he had been asked over the years to do so but demurred because he felt like I was going to be either trying to recreate the success I'd had at 20, and that felt kind of silly, Or I was afraid I might jeopardize my writing career because suddenly, people aren't taking me seriously in my desk job. When he was presented with an opportunity to bring an authentic concert to the stage, he finally agreed and found he thoroughly enjoyed himself. I didn't know if anyone would come. I didn't know if anybody would care. I didn't know if I'd like it, but I loved it and people showed up, he said. Although the COVID-19 pandemic forced him back off stage, the agent kept calling with the tantalizing prospect of a new professional frontier. Shaun was born into showbiz as the son of the Partridge Family star Shirley Jones and Broadway heartthrob Jack Cassidy, who are pictured together in 1959. He said, "If you want to do this for real, let me book you on a real tour like the big boys do," which I had never done. "I never did that back in the day because I was working on the Hardy Boys," he explained. "I was an actor on this television show, and I could only go out on weekends to do concerts or maybe a couple of weeks in the summer because I was recording and doing all kinds of other stuff," added the Los Angeles native. In 2025, he played 57 North American cities, and the venture was a resounding enough success that his agent approached him to repeat the exercise. Burdened with other commitments, including a Broadway show he is apparently writing, Shaun was unable to embark on a tour as long as the previous one. However, he agreed to a shorter 2-month run of concerts around Christmas time this year, entitled Unwrapped and featuring 2 original seasonal songs by Cassidy himself, as well as a number of familiar Yuletide standards. One of the benefits of not having continued doing concerts all these years is none of these feels tired, Shaun observed on the subject of going back on the road. In 2025, he played 57 North American cities, and the venture was a resounding success, pictured at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles last September. "I don't hate the songs because I've been singing them for 40 years, and I feel that with the audience and they feel it. It's fresh to them too." During his early career, he went from playing literally My High School Dance to playing Madison Square Garden, performing in venues where he had previously seen the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin, and Oh, My Brother David from the audience. And then here I am 7 years later, playing it, and then running off to Studio 54 afterward with Andy Warhol, Shaun remarked with a laugh. Touring now is more gratifying to him than it was in his youth, because he feels members of his audience know me or are getting to know me now, in a way that had not been the case when he was playing to teenagers with his poster on their walls. "But I'm 18, 19, 20, there's a big divide between 12, 13, 14, which is primarily what the audience was. Now, we're all kind of in the same boat and our acne has cleared up, which is nice."